Good morning, everyone. We are now in the part 3 of our book, which is the elements of logistic system. So today, we will tackle about the chapter 7 entitled Demand Management, Order Management, and Customer Service. So here in our chapter 7, we have here our learning objectives. First is to explain demand management in demand forecasting models. Second is to examine the order cycle in its four components. Third is to understand the four dimensions of customer service as they pertain to logistics. And fourth is to familiarize you with the select managerial issues associated with the customer service. Demand management. Demand in economics refers to the consumer's desire and willingness to pay a price for a specific goods or services. So demand management is the creation across the supply chain and its markets of a coordinated flow of demand. A key component in demand management is demand or sales forecasting, which refers to an effort to project future demand. Demand management is a planning methodology used by a company to forecast, to project, to predict, and to plan on how to meet the demands of their customers in terms of their products and services. So here in demand management, it is a technique used by a company to meet and satisfy their customer needs. Demand forecasting is helpful in make to stock and make to order. When we say make to stock, is it a situation in which a finished goods are produced prior to receiving a customer's order. And when we say make to order, it is a situation in which a finished goods are produced after receiving a customer's order. Example of make to stock is during Christmas season and New Year. So during that time, most of the fruit vendors will going to stock for fruits because they already know that during Christmas season and Christmas, the most in-demand products are the fruits because that is the most common food that is being prepared during that season. Example of make to order. So in Jollibee, they are applying this demand forecasting, which is the make to order in their product called chicken sandwich. So this chicken sandwich is make to order. It is because not all the time it is most in demand. So they decided to make to order this product after receiving a customer's order. Demand forecasting models. There are three basic types of forecasting model. First is judgmental, second is time series, third is cause and effect forecasting. Judgmental forecasting. It involves using judgment or intuition and is preferred in situations where there is limited or no historical data such as new product introduction. So, when new product is introduced into the market, basically there were limited or there were no historical data about that product. Judgmental forecasting is a technique used in surveys and analogs. So this survey forecasting uses questionnaires in order for them to know about the customer preference and intentions. So next is the time series forecasting. When we say time series forecasting is that future demand is solely dependent on the past demand. So this forecasting model is using the historical data on the past demand in order for them to know about the future demand of a product or services. Next, we have the cost and effect forecasting. It assumes that one or more factors are related to the demand and the relationship between cost and effect can be used to estimate the future demand. Example is when the price of a product increases, basically the demand will decrease. It is the example of cause and effect forecasting. So you can already forecast that the demand will decrease due to increase in price. Demand forecasting issues. Forecasting accuracy refers to the relationship between actual and forecasted demand, and accuracy can be affected by various considerations. Demand forecasting will have a positive impact in the organization, but this demand forecasting will also have a negative impact, especially here in the demand accuracy. So we all know that the actual and the forecasted demand are not 100% accurate.
So I'm the next reporter. I will discuss you about order management. So, order management refers to management of the various activities associated with the order cycle. So, order management, this process is tracking and fulfilling customers' order. Like the way i-handle ni seller ang order ni customers from transmittal to delivery. And order cycle refers to the time from when a customer places an order to when the goods are received. So, means customer's order cycle of receive is like sa paghatag sa parcel or order. As a carrier or seller, dapat you should know how to order daily routine na mas masatisfy ang imong customers. So, we have a 4 components of order cycle. The first is order transmittal. Order transmittal refers to the time from when the customer places an order until the seller receives the order. So, order transmittal, kini siya is, muna siya, gikan sa add to cart ni customer, so the seller is ready to ship or prepare to ship the parcel until na makuha niya, ma-receive na ni customer ang iyang order. So the next is order processing. Refers to the time from when the seller receives an order until an appropriate location such as a warehouse is authorized to fill the order. So order processing, mao ni siya ang process how to pack and also pag-assemble sa mga order to delivery. And also, atong mga prioritize, atong nakauna na og kanang order, mao to sila pod ang mga prioritize na ready na i-pack and also to delivery. The next is order triage. It refers to classifying orders according to pre-established guidelines so that a company can prioritize how orders should be filled. So, ang order triage na file sa seller o taga-asa niyang order para mas dali na malocate or matrace. And then, gina-classify pod nila para mas dali na ma-identify. So, the next is order picking and assembly. So, and the next stage of the order management process includes all activities from when an appropriate location, a warehouse, is authorized to fill the order until goods are loaded abroad and outbound carrier. So, ang order picking and assembly, gina-prepare ang product na gina-assemble. So, kani siya part ni sa gina-determine ang product and customer kung maubagid ni mismo nga product na ilang order. And also, ila pong ginakuan ang shipping fee o charges sa product. So, the next is order delivery, which refers to the time from when a transportation carrier picks up the shipment until it is received by the customer. So, order delivery, so kanina na time na makuha ni customer ang iyang order from delivery rider.
Customer service. Ability of logistic management to satisfy users in terms of time, availability, communication, and convenience. As we all know that logistic management is about making sure things get from one place to another efficiently and effectively. When we say satisfying users, it means nga i-sure na to ang people nga nag-receive ato nga mga butanga or what we call the users are happy with the process. Kung saan man para masatisfy sila, this can be achieved through the 4 dimensions of customer service. What are the 4? These are the time, dependability, communication, and convenience. So how man? In what way? So let's talk about the time. Time refers to the period between successive events, and clearly the order cycle is an excellent example of the time dimension of customer service. So time means delivering the things quickly and on time so the users don't have to wait too long. For example, if you order a package online, you expect it to arrive within a certain time frame. Dependability refers to the reliability of service encounter. It consists of three elements, namely consistent order, cycle, safe delivery, and complete delivery. Dependability means nga gi-make sure nga ang mga butang is mo arrive as expected and in good condition. For example, if you order a cake for a party, you want it to arrive fresh and undamaged, right? Order fill rate or the percentage can be completely and immediately filled from existing stock is one way of measuring the completeness of delivery. Nasa tay ginatawag nga order fill rate. So this means it is a measure of how many orders can be filled with items that are available in stock right now. For example, if a store has 100 stores from a certain product but they only have 80% of those products in stock, then their order fill rate would be 80%. This means they can immediately fulfill 80% of the orders from their existing stock. So if high an order fill rate means that nga ang customers daw kuno is gusto ma-deliver ilang item on time and in full, in which can lead to customer satisfaction. Next is communication. Effective communication should be a two-way exchange between seller and customer with the goal of keeping both parties informed. Two-way communication between seller and customer has certainly benefited from technological advances such as cell phones, smartphones, and the internet. Therefore, communication means keeping the users informed about where the things are and when they can expect to receive them. For example, with your flight is delayed, you want to know why and when you can expect to depart. Next, convenience is a component of customer service focuses on the ease of doing business with a seller. And lastly, convenience, this means making it easy for the users to receive their things in a way. For example, offering different delivery options such as home delivery, pickup points, or express delivery. Managing customer service. First, specific managerial consideration in customer service. Establishing customer service objectives, measuring customer service, customer profitability analysis, and service failure and recovery. First is establishing customer service objectives. Objectives that the means by which goals are to be achieved. This involves setting clear and specific goals for the level of customer service that the company aims to provide. Objectives should be SMART. SMART stands for specific, measurable, attainable, reliable, and time bound. That is the meaning of SMART. Next, benchmarking, which refers to process that continuously identifies, understands, and adapts outstanding processes from inside and outside an organization. Benchmarking means a way for a company to learn from others by comparing its performance with others in the same industry. Measuring customer service control is the process of taking corrective action when measurements indicate that the goals and objective of customer service are not being achieved. This means using metrics and tools to track customer satisfaction and identify areas for improvement. These are the measuring customer service. Customer service dimension, time, dependability, communication, and convenience. To measure sa time is order cycle time, inquiry response time. Sa dependability is perfect order on time delivery. Communication is customer compliance, order status, and information. Convenience is return process response to emergency situation. Customer profitability analysis. Customer profitability analysis or CPA refers to the allocation of revenues and costs to customer segments or individual customers to calculate the profitability of the segments or customers. This involves analyzing the value that each customer brings to the business and making the decision based on this information. That's all. Thank you.